Paul, in terms of the last two results, both solid displays, both clean sheets, it's positive.
Of course it is. I mean, you know, people get a little bit deluded and think you just turn up and it happens. It doesn't happen. You know, we come up against a Stevenage side who wanted to do everything they possibly could to spoil the game and to waste time. 41 minutes ball in play, that's the least we've ever had all season, so it's difficult, that's tough. And also, they're a good side, they're good at doing what they do, they're effective. And then you go to Bradford on a Tuesday night and they're a good side, they've got good individual players, so I'm absolutely delighted with the way the players have gone about it in the last two games in terms of that desire to want to defend and to defend our goal and to make emergency blocks. Yes, I accept that I want us to be a little bit better in possession. On the flip side of that, we're the leading goal scorers in the league, so we're not doing a lot wrong on that side of it as well. What we have to do is just stay nice and calm, not get panicky, not get jittery, because it's 2-0 draws, it's 2 defeats in 12 games, it's unbeaten in 6 games, so we're all right, we're in a good position, and it's in our hands. We've got all of the teams up there to come to us. Great games to look forward to, and I keep saying it, nobody expected us to be here, and if they did at the start of the season, then they're in cloud cuckoo land because we weren't in that position. The players have done absolutely fantastic so far this season, and what we want to make sure we do is that we really go about it in these last 9 games and we give it our best shot to try and achieve something.
In terms of the all-important performance that you're always looking for, 1200 stayed behind on Tuesday night to clap the players. It was a really entertaining performance from both teams.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one for 0-0 draws, I'll be honest with you, but I thought that was a really entertaining 0-0 draw. I said on the night it was 2 teams slugging it out, trying to get a victory. I haven't seen Mark Hughes' comments after the game, but he said that they dominated the whole game. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree with him because I thought first half we had great control in the game, really, really good, caused them problems, made them change their shape and try and match us up in midfield. So we did have control there, but I will also give Bradford the due. Second half, they absolutely battered us, and but for a goalkeeper doing the simple things well and our defenders defending for their lives, we'd have probably lost the game. That said, we could have easily nicked her at the end when we hit the post, so it was a proper League Two game of football that I found really entertaining, and it could, if we go and do it right at Gillingham, it could be a really, really big point for us.
People might have stuck their breath between the teeth when they saw that Hunts wasn't playing. Ben Barkley, I don't think I did him justice with my questions the other night. What a performance from the lad.
Oh, he was outstanding. He just slotted straight in, and I wasn't surprised because he's a good player, he's a good talker, he's a good organiser, and he's calm, he just does things properly. He's worked extremely hard to get himself back fit again. He's waited patiently to, he's not even been on the bench in recent games, but once I knew Hunts wasn't fit, I had no hesitation in putting Ben in there, and I thought he slotted in really well. It may be that he has to do it again this weekend, we're still waiting to see how Hunts is. We'll give it as long as we possibly can to see whether he's going to be right. But that's what you want in a squad. You want players who are ready to come into it, ready to come and affect the game, and thankfully that's what Ben did.
You've got that up front as well, haven't you, with your selection dilemma for who to go with. You've got it in midfield. Gibbo comes off the bench and shows how determined he is to make an impact. This is good, isn't it, this selection issue?
Well, we have to have it, because they're coming thick and fast, the games, and obviously we go Saturday next week, so it's not as bad, but then we've got the Easter games, 2 games over the weekend. So we're going to need everybody, simple as that, and we're hoping to get more fit. Taylor Charters is looking strong out there running, and he's not a million miles away. We're still waiting to hear if Finn Back is going to come and join us again next week. So we are getting more and more bodies available. We have to keep the ones here fit and up to speed and still have the mindset that they're still involved and they want to play a part. But if we do that, we'll give ourselves a real good chance.
In terms of Finn Back, he sent the Carlisle United social media feeds viral with his 1 week to go tweet that was a bit of a teaser, so he must be feeling confident.
Yeah, I didn't know that, to be honest with you, but no, he's looking forward to it. He wants to get back involved. There's been a little bit of a change of plan because they weren't able to get a game on Tuesday, but we're expecting him to play at Friday or Saturday of this week with a game. We'll check everything goes to plan, and we're guided by Forest Medical Team. They're the experts who've looked after Finn through his rehab, so hopefully he'll come through that unscathed. Hopefully he'll be raring to go and he'll come back to it. And I think we all saw while he was here what sort of personality he is and what he can bring to the group.
Jack Ellis, is he knocking on the door yet?
Yeah, Jack's close. Maybe this weekend, maybe a little bit too early. We've just got to, again, we'll wait and see over the next 48 hours how he reacts, because he's had quite an intense session today, so we'll see how he is. But he could have a possibility for this weekend.
It's a mammoth trip, but we don't care about that, do we? It's something we know, it's there, it's on the calendar, we've got to do it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, we've got 2 brilliant journeys, and you know, when you were a kid, if anybody said you're going down to London for the day, you'd be jumping through hoops. So we're going to London for the day, and we're looking forward to it. It'll be a really good day out. We've got to make sure our performance is right. We're going to work. We're going to make sure that we are prepared properly. We pick a team that's got energy, and we pick a team that has the same defensive mentality that we've had in the last 2 games, and also a team that hopefully will have a little bit more control and show more ability in the final third.
With the takeover, the January activity, and Neil Harris starting to get players back as well, it's a different team to we played earlier in the season.
Oh, without a doubt they are. Yeah, I mean, early on in the season it was a tough game anyway, but I mean, he made 10 signings, I think it was, in January, and there's a big turnaround of staff, as in players. They're picking up results. They're probably not quite out of trouble yet, but they're getting very close, so we know it's going to be a tough game. And I always find Gillingham's a tough place to go. Not the journey. Even when I was at Derby and you're having to make that a much shorter journey, it's not easy. So we have to be right. We've got to be absolutely spot on. To respect them like we do with every team we come up against, and hope that we can come out on top.
They won a good, tough battle on Tuesday night, so they'll be on a high from that.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they had a good result at home, and you know, we've had a lot of good results, and we have to make sure we keep it going. We've given ourselves a great opportunity. There's real belief in there without it stretching over to arrogance, and hopefully that belief will come out.
The clean sheets, the 6 unbeaten, these are runs that suggest a team that's in a good run of form.
Yeah, we are. You know, and you don't hold third in the table if you're not in a good run of form. And it's been an okay week so far, with 2 0-0 draws. You know, and if you go a little bit further back, nicking a last-minute winner at Swindon, that gave everybody a huge boost. So we've got good points there. What we need to do is get back to winning ways, hopefully this weekend, and that will give us a huge lift to keep going on.
And when we've asked that question of the lads handling the mental, psychological aspects of it, the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and I think you see it day to day as well. You just see what their behaviours are like around the training ground, around the building, and there's a confidence about them, but there's also a determination to make sure that they're you know, they want it to keep going. They don't want it to go out with a whimper. They've got to go full throttle, and you know, whatever happens, we have to make sure it's kicking and screaming. We either go up kicking and screaming, or we lose out kicking and screaming. We've got to give everything we've got. The belief is that we've got enough, and the words that you use, the proof in the pudding, will be come the end of the season.
Ticking towards 400 fans who'll make that very difficult journey, that's significant.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, everywhere we go, we're getting huge numbers, and it's fantastic. And I know somebody showed me a league table of away supporters, and I'm quite sure if we do it mile for person, we will be absolutely streets ahead. And they're doing their bit. We've got to make sure we keep doing our bit.
I have to ask about the negative side of fans and the thing that happened at Bradford on Tuesday night. Is there any follow-up to that, Paul?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I mean, we've had something which one of our own fans has said something to the assistant referee, unfortunately. And it's difficult for me to be criticising other fans when our fans are causing us problems as well. And we're getting huge numbers there. And as I said on Tuesday, it's a very, very small minority. I think it was a line of 4, possibly 5 young lads who were giving me, and I won't say giving me stick, because I can take stick because I've had it for the whole of my footballing career. Since 1982 I've had stick from opposing fans, at times from my own fans. I've certainly had it in management and assistant manager roles, so I can deal with that. I've got thick enough skin to not worry about that. When it goes over the line and it becomes a little bit more than just stick, that's not acceptable. And I reported it to a steward. Nothing happened. I informed the 4th official about it, and they're worried about me reacting. I'm not going to react to a group of young nuggets. That's not in my remit to do that. But it's totally unacceptable. But we've got to make sure we get our own house in order as well. We make sure our fans are right. There's no point me piping up about other fans shouting obscenities when our own are doing it as well. So let's get our own house in order. I hope the Football Association deal with the situation that I had to deal with, because the chances are we're going to have to get it dealt with as well.
And just finally, Paul, I know we're all terrible for this. I don't think you actually do this, but full-time goals, we're looking at other results elsewhere. You keep with the same message, and it's the same on Saturday. If we look after ourselves, we'll be all right.
Well, we will. You know, we're in that position where we will be all right if we look after ourselves, and that's the only thing that we can focus on. Yes, when you come in, 5 o'clock, 5:15, whatever time games finishes, players are on the phones to see what results have gone through, and that's how I find out about it. I'll be honest, the only results I look for, if my Joe's on a game as an assistant, I look quickly to see if there's been any scandal. If when Jake's involved with Stockport, I look what their result is. I obviously can't look to see how Dominic's performed on the theatre, but I look for my own to see what they are, and then I pick up little bits off everybody else. So we have to just do our job right. Let's make sure we do ours properly, because with 9 games to go, if we carry on doing it like we have done over this batch of games that we've had, we will be okay.
Paul, thank you.